just get up. The sun's just coming out. Actually, we got up around 5. It's a little after 6 now. I didn't quite get up right away. Oh, nice. I wasn't sure if we were going to get any sun this morning because it's clouded over. But we're getting a little sun. Steam on the water. Isn't that pretty? Very nice view. Bugs are out. So about halfway, 2/3 across the lake, I just stopped paddling and started drifting. And it's neat that we're actually heading directly towards where most of the water is going over the beaver dam. Here, I'll turn it around. We were just heading straight for where you hear the water running. It's pretty cool. This songbird's awful interested in me. He was out yesterday. I think it's the same one. Guess this is his or her territory. They say sometimes birds are dead ancestors, eh? I know my dad would be awful happy with me being out here. He was an avid woodsman. Boy, I haven't thought of that word in a long while, a woodsman. That's a more accurate way of describing me, a woodsman. I'm not a hiker or a camper, I'm a woodsman. A larger mammal of some kind was jumping over in the water over there. Haven't seen it since, though. It's interesting when you just drift along what you see in here. Beautiful little lake. It's very deep, too. When I was out halfway, I stuck my paddle straight down and I didn't hit anything. Might be some fish in here. After all, I haven't really seen anything jumping, though. Though last night it was debatable. Don't know if they were frogs or fish. Sometimes you can have a lake that's perfect for fish, but no fish ever made it into it because it's fed by some little tiny creek. Person should throw some bass in here. Just being slowly, I was going to say sucked towards the dam, but I guess in a way. Just going to let us drift in here. should have known that there's no way I could resist going in there and having a peek at that pretty little pond next door. But like a dummy, I'm wearing my Skechers with smooth soles. Might end up on my arse. We'll see. I decided against it. And we're heading back to camp. I think maybe TJ needs to go for a walk. The sun's trying to come out. I was going to go over there because something was poking its head up. Cool. You can see camp from here. Oh, it's pretty. Where is it? There it is. Oh, we're just coming into camp. Isn't that beautiful? Probably been out on the water for about an hour or so. So pretty. It's a beautiful morning. Sun peeks out now and again. It's funny, it was supposed to be crappy out all day, or from midday on. Now there's a zero, or not zero, but next to zero possibility of rain until 10 o'clock tonight. We're going to pack up in the rain. I guess we'll get sort of ready to go so that it's not much packing. And we'll scoot out of here tomorrow morning. Cool. Just out for an afternoon walk. We went out this morning, went the other way, down the road instead of up like we're doing now. And there was a motorhome a little ways up the road, ATVers, and they had a couple of nasty dogs, so we just turned around, cut it short. Couldn't go where we wanted. I'm not sure if they're still there or not. Haven't seen them ATVing today. They went flying by me yesterday, full bore, no exhaust. Not a nice neighbor. That's probably where all the fireworks were coming from last night. It's a dangerous section of road. That's why I've got TJ on the leash. And the flies are driving him crazy. They're not biting him though. He's biting them more than they're biting him. But yeah, all kinds of S-bends here. Oh, moose track. Neat. See the moose tracks? Young moose. Oh, now here's a little trail in here. Well, let's see where this goes. So, just a second. Okay. This is going to be a... There, you can run around and get away from the bugs. This is going to be a probably a little hunting station. That seems to be what these trails are. Lots of moose prints. Jeez, if I ever start getting into hunting again, I think I know the place. All kinds of stuff back here. Look at all the hoof prints. All kinds of moose tracks. Well, there's a big swamp marsh back here. Good area for moose. Oh, this is better for TJ. He can run through the shrubs and keep the flies off them. Actually, there's less flies back here. They seem to like the road, the wide openness of the road. Ooh, we're gonna have to come back. Oh, I guess we can't. Tomorrow morning it's gonna be raining. It would have been nice if I had known about this. I would have come this way. Should have just kept going past the campsite when we walked back and kept going up here. I would have found it. And it was early enough in the morning we might have seen a moose. There's all kinds of tracks here from this morning. Yeah, here's the bait station, the bait barrel. And there'll probably be a tree stand around. Yeah, there it is. There's the tree stand. I see a lot of these look looks like some stations that maybe the person got too old to hunt or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's never any bait in them, but it's probably not the right time of year, I guess. Might come up here to find out that they're still active here. They've definitely been around for a while, though. Big swamp over there. I can't really get at it easily. Not worth it, from what I can see. And there, that was a neat little sojourn. Does look pretty out there. Now this is, remember on the lake that I was canoeing on, the lake I'm at, it's got a little estuary feeding into it. And it leads over to this. I don't know if you could actually get to it by canoe. Doesn't look like it. Actually, it was too shallow to even get in. The estuary I tried this morning. And it grounded out at the entrance. Neat, neat. We just found this little ATV trail. Just a few hundred feet up from that little bait station. Oh, there's somebody going by. I'm surprised how many people come up here. I think there's a lot of homes and cottages up just north of here. Might be those people just coming in. Looks like they're just doing little day trips and doing some canoeing. I didn't think this trail was well used, but now that we're at some mud, you can see that it is. Well, we'll tune in if we see any nice sights. We've been following moose tracks that are fairly fresh. I don't know, it could be an hour or two old though, it's hard to tell. But I half expect to come up on a moose. There's smaller tracks too. I hope it's not a mama moose. You may have to beat a hasty retreat off the trail. It's a little freaky. Moose are what you gotta be afraid of out here. Everybody thinks it's bear, you know. Crazy moose. I think this is actually going to come down below Another lake I've stayed at a couple of times. But then it's a long walk on the road, so I might just confirm where this goes and then turn around and backtrack. So it'll probably be a shorter distance. And back here there's mosquitoes, but at least there's not little blowflies. So those things are driving TJ nuts. I got my hat, so it doesn't bug me too much. Going down a big hill. Haven't heard any ATVs flying around, which is surprising. Must be around 3 or so. Oh, I don't know how much further we're going to go here. We're going down into a little valley here. I smell a musky animal smell. Okay, I'll tune in later. Yeah, so this is the back end of the lake I was at a couple of times before the one I'm at now. There's actually a campsite just on the other side. Probably a little deeper in though. Cool. I just love all these ATV trails that get you into the back of the lakes. Gives you a different perspective. It's actually quite a ways in from the main lake, I think. What's that up there? This might be it. May as well have a look. Oh, I think it twists. Ooh. Is that a dragonfly larvae? I thought it was a big spider at first. Where it opens up into the lake. This might be oftentimes behind a lake on the other side of the dam. There would be a smaller little pond. Could be one of those. I didn't know this lake came back this far. Oh yeah, it opens up out here. Neat out. This is the lake that's got the campsite that's hard to back into because you're going down a steep hill. Interesting. Again, I still don't know if this is part of the main lake. It doesn't look like it. I think I'm in a smaller one on the other side of the dam. I will consult my Google Maps. Yeah, because this doesn't open up, it closes down over there. And there's a similar one over at the lake I'm on now that I've been toying with the idea of portaging to, but maybe I'll leave that for another day. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, maybe I'll do it. Okay, we gotta backtrack and get back on the trail. I don't want to take the road because that'll take us by that motorhome with the nasty dogs. Plus, they went flying by yesterday, full bore. It was more about the first person, but the second person was almost as bad. So I flipped them the bird when they were going by. Didn't realize they were just up down the road. Oops. Whatever. I'd rather be taking the ATV trail anyway. That way TJ can run around. Oh, my legs are feeling it. Good for the back though. My lower back was bugging me, laying around too much. I got a nice cold tall boy waiting for me when I get home to the cabin. Yum yum. The rain wasn't supposed to come until 11 or 12 tonight, but it's here now. We made a quick, I brought a tarp because I knew there was a possibility of rain. But I wasn't sure how I was going to use it, but I came up with this. And I think it works pretty good. I've just got it tied off to a couple of trees coming off the roof of the camper. Does the trick. Just a light sprinkle. I don't think it's going to be heavy. We quickly took down the screen tent because it doesn't really do much in the rain. But yeah, check it out. That's the trick. I'll have to come up with something a little more permanent. Maybe an awning, but I kind of like it coming off the door like that. We got the canoe in or on. Don't want that filling up with water. Oh, saw the charcoal sitting here. Well, it hasn't started raining hard yet to get anything wet that's underneath the tree. So I don't know, I might just have a little fire underneath the tarp here. That's the only bad thing. Is the fire rings out there. Maybe I can have a little fire here tonight though. I guess this tarp's pretty low too though. Maybe it'll stop. Or maybe we're just going to have an early night. I don't know what we're going to feel like doing tomorrow. Whether we'll want to stick around for a little bit or not. We'll see. Probably at least stick around for a good part of the morning. All part of the experience. The only thing is the bugs like it under here too. They're trying to get out of the rain. That'll end eventually though.